guys to another video, and today we are going to be talking about top 4 possibilities, and this is really tight, and maybe this is one of the best top 4 races I've seen maybe in my 10 years or 11 years of my living. And actually it's been super tight, but now with the matches in hand, that I'll say the teams which are competing for top 4, and the teams are: number 1 West Ham, number 2 Manchester United, number 3 is Arsenal, number 4 is Wolverhampton, and number 6 is Tottenham. So these 5 teams have the possibility to get the number 4 spot. But who is most likely going to be getting it? I'm going to discuss in this episode of top 4 situations, and let's get started without further ado. And that is West Ham. So going into their match, which is currently happening right now, in the 41st minute, West Ham are winning 1-0. 1 second. So yeah, so yeah, and they have been good this game, but didn't have much possession. And currently, if West Ham win this game by the score which it is in, so it's one. So if they win 1-0 or 2-1, they're gonna have +1 goal differential and 3 points. And as you can see right here, if they win by 2 goals, they'll get 2 plus goal differential. Like for example, they win 3-1 or 2-0 or 4-2 or other scores, they are going to get +2 goal differential. And that is, let's go to goal differential right here. Should be right here, yes. So goal differential, this is very 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 crucial. So of goal differential, the top favorite to win, to get the top 4 spot, is West Ham, because they have 12 goal differential, and currently they'll get 13 goal differential if they win the match by 1-0, 2-1 or 3-2. They'll get 2 plus, which is 14 goal differentials. And yeah, so that's the situation for West Ham right now. But if they draw, they're only going to get 1 point, and that leads for them to get only, let me just draw here, only 41 points. If they win, they get 43. If they lose, they get 40 points, which is on level with Man United, but they'll be on fourth space because of goal differentials. So now that we've done with that, let's go to Man United situation. First of all, they've been on a very bad, streak of form, losing the Middlesbrough of the Borough match. Yeah, Elanga. I don't kind of blame Elanga for that. But anyway, coming back to Premier League, they have drawn the last 2 games against Burnley and Southampton. And currently, let's see what the next match is against. The next match is against Brighton, I assume, and yes, it is. And they're gonna have Leeds United next in Champions League, which we're gonna talk about in the next video. And so this Brighton match is going to be very very crucial. The next 2 Premier League matches will be so very detrimental or very costly for Manchester United. So if they do win those 2 games, which I'll tell you, West Ham have played 25 games. So Man United have 1 game in hand. They win, they stay on 5th position, which is Europa League qualification. But that doesn't mean they're not going to qualify, because they're still going to be on 5th because of the goal differential. And even if West Ham lose by 1 goal, 2 goals or 3 goals, they're still going to have 12 to 9 goal differential, which is around okay-ish. It is still going to get past Man United. And the most likely probability is of the next match day that's going to happen, Man United is going to be in 5th place, and probably Arsenal are going to catch up. They're going to catch some steam, and they have 2-3 games in hand, and that is very crucial for Arsenal, because Arsenal have a very high percentage of going to. But if Man United win both of their next Premier League fixtures, they're not going to be on 40 but on 46 points. So they're going to be on 46 points. So now moving on to Arsenal. But if Man United only win 1 game, they'll be on 43, and they lose the other, they'll be on 3 points, which will be West Ham, and they will be equal. But West Ham will be on upper because of the goal differential, which I talked about earlier. And if they draw, they got 2 points, they're 1 point behind West Ham, and probably 6 goal differentials behind West Ham at the moment. It looks like it is half time from West Ham. So yeah, and Now moving on to Arsenal right here. Now Arsenal, they have very good games coming up, because now luckily for them Chelsea is postponed, and so is Liverpool, so they get easy matches against Brentford and Wolves, which is actually a pretty hard match. So the next match is in 5 or 6 days, I reckon 6 days here in India. But I'll tell you what, they have a real good chance to come. But they win their next two games. Let's assume they win their next two games. They're going to be sitting on 45 points. That is, on goal differentials, they have 9. So if they win by 3 goals or 4 goals in the next game, in the next two matches, and they win both of them, and yeah, they have 2 matches in hand. Okay, so if even if they draw one match and win one match, but the win needs to be at least, you know 12 goal differentials, then West Ham and Arsenal will be equal prior. But if Arsenal, they must, and they must get a good goal differential, because West Ham is at 12, United is at 6, Arsenal is at 9, and Wolves have 4, and Tottenham have -1. So this is going to be very crucial. The next two games for each team, to be honest, is going to be very crucial. And Man United with one game in hand, they win 3 points, they draw 1 point, lose 0 points. So that is, if Arsenal win all of the games, I'll tell you what, they're not going to be at 39, but they're going to be at 45 points. But if they lose all their next games, they're going to be at 39. But their goal differential may take a huge toll, because now if they lose by huge margins, Wolves have a chance to bounce back, since they have 1 or 2 games in hand. That they can bounce back very easily, because they have 1-2 games in hand. That's 37 points, and they win both of them. That was a huge goal differential. They need a mountain to climb, Wolves. And let's not talk about Tottenham, shall we? They're I think they're not quite out of the top 4 race, but they are possibly, but they mathematically still have a chance to go into the top 4. And yeah, talking about all the mid-tier teams, yeah, they're not standing a chance. But yeah, that's all the talks for today. Hope you liked the video. Stay tuned, and football forever, guys.